He's kind of the guts of the four penguins. And he kind of holds the group together, but he doesn't really have all the answers, so he really relies on his brains, Kowalski, his muscle, Rico, and the heart of the team, which is Private. His leadership style is more a cross between Charlton Heston and John Wayne. I think he just goes with his gut, his instincts, but usually brute force is his go-to method. The core of the story is really like within the group of the penguins and what makes them a team. And the stage is the world and this huge plot by the villain Dave the Octopus, and it's up to them to save penguin kind. But within the inner workings of their group, they kind of come into their own, and Private rises up to be a meaningful member of the team. Now, the North Wind is an organization of animals brought together to help other animals, and it's highly structured. There's a bureaucracy, there's a hierarchy, and sometimes they have to go through a lot of red tape to get something done. And the penguins are just like, let's do something about it right now. For their comedy, just seeing this can-do team of little tiny penguins do incredibly huge things, I think it's easy to root for them, because it's easy for us to be in that situation and want to accomplish big things like these little characters can do. Eric and I go way back to the first Madagascar movies, and so, it's almost, because we were writing partners and directing partners, it's just like, and we actually create these characters together. We just know them so well, and we're always hoping to do a feature. And then Simon Smith, who I've worked with and known for years and years and years, is just got a fantastic sense of humor. And he was able to just take these characters, develop new characters like the North Wind, and give it kind of a fresh take, because, we've been working with him for 14 years, and Simon can find another direction to go with them. And it's more fun and laughing than anything else when, in working with Eric and Simon. In this new movie, it's great to introduce new characters as antagonists or conflict, and Agent Classified by Benedict Cumberbatch is fantastic, and John Malkovich playing the stretch of a villain as Dave the Octopus are great new additions to the worlds of the penguins. And no one, I think, realizes how funny Benedict Cumberbatch really is, or John Malkovich. They have wicked senses of humor. Internationally, the penguins just hit a chord, in the style of humor, because it is a little bit Marx Brothers and Three Stooges, and there's a lot of physical humor and over-the-top acting, and just the dynamic of the different types of characters, I think, people can relate to around the world. Hearts go out to penguins, because we've all seen documentaries of penguins, and there's these little guys that march across the tundra, against the worst of nature, and yet they survive. And I think, not only are they cute, they have a great sense of family. The father watches the kids. I think even when they're lost, they have this uncanny ability to find their young, even in a crowd of they're very special, unique animals. For me, and the joy of doing the voice of Skipper is to see what the animators do with the acting. And they'll add things that are Skipper's swagger, or his eye darts, or an expression. And to me, it then becomes something transcendent of my own voice. I don't even think of myself doing it. I just think, oh, there's that guy on screen, because, I just provide the voice, but the animators bring it to life. And so it's a huge community of people, whether they're designing the characters, putting the cameras up, putting the lighting in, adding the sheen to their feathers. It takes an army of 400, 500 people. And I think that's the process that's so enjoyable, because you can start with an idea, but then it takes this entire community to kind of put it on the screen.
Hey, what's up everyone? Lisa here. Now we know that his name is Bond, James Bond, and that he prefers his martinis shaken, not stirred. But did you know Sean Connery wore a wig in every single one of his Bond performances? And from Dr. No to Quantum Solace, James has killed 352 people and slept with 52 women. Obviously. And stuntman Bill Cumming was paid a $450 bonus to jump into Largo's shark-infested pool in Thunderball. And that's all I've got for you today. Subscribe to keep up to date, and I'll see you next time.